Riku.AI is one really unique AI content generation platform. So it is an unified platform to make the most use of technologies like GPT-3, GPT-J, AI-21, Cohere, and many more open source content generation models. Unlike other tools which constrict you into using only specific features of what GPT-3 has got to offer, Riku.AI on the other hand gives you ultimate flexibility when it comes to controls that GPT-3 or other technologies come with. Before starting this video, I would like to disclose the fact that I got complimentary access to Riku.AI. The founder outreached me and gave me complimentary access in turn for creating this video review. Nevertheless, this review will be unbiased. Coming up. When it comes to pricing, Riku.AI comes with two plans, Riku Monthly and Riku Annual. The monthly plan costs you $20 per month and the yearly plan costs you $200 per year. With all their plans, you get unlimited GPT-J runs. That is similar to GPT-3, but it is open source. That means GPT-J code is being self-hosted on Riku's server, so you get unlimited runs. And apart from that, you get single playground for using all these different services. You can integrate all these different services to Riku.AI through their API keys. So you get access to OpenAI GPT-3 and many other models at a fraction of the price because you will be integrating these services directly through their API and you will be billed by these respective services, not Riku.AI. As of me reviewing this product, they're running a lifetime deal. So at $49 per month, one off classic AppSumo, right? Good old days. You get access to all the features of Riku.AI. There's no tier based pricing here. So you get unlimited GPT-J self-hosted technology. And also you have central aggregated playground to play with all the different AI content generation technologies, and also they have ever expanding library of community prompts, so the community will be adding many more prompt presets to get the most use of AI. If you're interested in getting Riku.AI, you can explore this by using my affiliate link, that is akshay.it/Riku.AI. It will not cost you any extra money, but if you end up purchasing this product or any other AppSumo product, I will earn some commission. Apart from that, chances are there that you will be making use of GPT-3 technology because it is by far the most largest language model that is accessible, right? So you have DaVinci. So it comes with $0.06 per 1K tokens. And as you can see, you can consider 1000 tokens as about 750 words. And if you do the calculation, it will turn out to be around $8 per 1 lakh words or 100,000 words generated. So $8 per 100,000 words generated is still a really good price because you have direct access to OpenAI rather than having a tool like Jasper or Peppertype pay for your usage. Well, as I told you, there are other engines, AI-21, Cohere, that comes at a much more affordable price than that of GPT-3 by OpenAI. So when you first head over to Riku.AI's dashboard, you can see you have OpenAI, Cohere, AI-21, GPT-J, right? So you need to enter in the API keys for these three different services. GPT-J is a native self-hosted, GPT-3 like AI content generation service that's integrated with Riku.AI by default. For these three, you need to enter in the API keys. So when it comes to how these different engines differ from each other, GPT-J is self-hosted, okay? So it is an open source AI model that Riku.AI has hosted on their server. So GPT-J is like 30 times smaller than that of GPT-3 that comes with, 175 billion parameters, whereas GPT-J comes with around 6 billion parameters. That's 30 times smaller than OpenAI's GPT-3. But GPT-J is better primed for code auto completions because it is fed by Stack Social and GitHub code base. It's slightly more optimized. And when it comes to AI-21, it is from the same developers of WordTune or WordTune Read. So it has Jurassic 1 Large that comes with 7.5 billion parameters and Jurassic 1 Jumbo that comes with 178 billion parameters, more parameters than that of OpenAI's GPT-3. It is an Israeli based technology, and as per many people's research and experiments, AI-21 excels really well when it comes to answering academic and legal questions. And it is also better at summarizing large pieces of text. That is one of their strengths. And also you have Cohere, that is an NLP based model that excels at content generation, Facebook ads or advertisements. And also many people use Cohere.AI for their chatbot building needs because of its NLP capabilities. For most of the use cases, you will be making use of OpenAI or AI21, as these are the best AI engines that are easily accessible. While OpenAI charges both for the input and also the output, AI21 only charges for the output, not the input. If you have a really long prompt examples, then you would easily burn out credits with OpenAI. So let me go to the playground. Right. So this is similar to that of GPT-3 default playground that you get access once you sign up for GPT-3. And here you just need to select the model that you will be using. GPT-J, you will not be charged anything because you get unlimited word generations with Riku.AI for GPT-J. So here you can select any of the engines, say OpenAI. And here there are different engines, DaVinci being the most powerful engine of OpenAI GPT-3. So here you can enter in any command, say like if you want GPT-3 to rewrite some email in a legal tone, right? So you can click generate. This is a command and this is a prompt. I am writing to inform you that you are in violation of the law by copying my content without permission. Please remove the copied content from your website immediately. If you fail to do so, I will take legal action. All right. So when it comes to OpenAI, right, so you have different controls like temperature. So this is also called as a creativity slider. If you are familiar with Closest Copy or any other GPT-3 based softwares, when you dial this up, OpenAI taps into its exhaustive knowledge. Like in its brain, it makes connections with seemingly unrelated topics and come up with a smooth narrative, right? So if you're writing fiction where factual accuracy may be less required, then you can bump this all the way up, because factual accuracy will be quite low when you make this very high. So very high temperatures are very suitable when you're writing fiction, right? And top P is also similar to that of temperature. It controls the diversity of the outputs. The OpenAI's own documentation suggests that you need to only use temperature or top P and set the other one to 1. For example, if you set the top P value to 0.84 and remove this, start from scratch, the output is quite modified. So generally, if you're dealing with factual content, I would suggest you to don't touch the temperature, but only deal with top P for diversity of the output, right? Say suppose if I keep the top P as like 0.05, right? So and generate this. Now the diversity of the output will be really limited, right? And also if I set it high, and also output tokens to high, then GPT-3 has more air in the room to breathe, and now it will generate more diverse outputs with greater output length. Let me make this all the way to around 1500. Let me generate. Yeah, I can add in more details. Is illegal according to US law, right? Something like that. I can add in more details. And you have some controls here, frequency penalty and presence penalty. So frequency penalty, if you see OpenAI or any other model including the same word over and over again, like keyword stuffing, then you can increase the frequency penalty so that the repetition of the words will be penalized. It will discourage OpenAI to repeat the same words. And also presence penalty, the difference between frequency penalty and presence penalty is quite subtle. Frequency penalty refers to the frequency of the words being used, and presence refers to the recurrence of the topic versus a single word, right? So presence deals with the presence of the topic, not the individual words. And best of slider, most of the times 1 would be best to go with. If you set this as 5, for example, right, internally OpenAI will generate 5 outputs for this prompt and select the best one out of those 5 outputs based on certain decisions that are not completely apparent, because OpenAI is a black box algorithm. So instead of burning the credits with 5 outputs, keep it 1. And you can indeed generate this 5 times to manually pick the best based on your judgment. Well, let me run some more examples here. Summarize this for a 2nd grade student, right? So this is a description about Jupiter as a planet, right? I need to summarize this. Now I can set this creativity slider quite low if I want, copy all the way up, because either one of these should be set to 1 according to OpenAI's documentation, right? So let me generate. There you go. And let me set this temperature to 1 and top P to this. So generally, when you're dealing with fiction stories, the temperature slider will be used, and if you're dealing with non-fiction kind of content, then you will be dealing with top P, right? Because as per many people's experiments and my research, top P controls the diversity of the output while maintaining factual accuracy to some degree. Although GPT-3 is not factually accurate most of the times, but still top P takes care of it to a certain extent, right? So let me now generate this. Well, I got a quite better output, I guess. But again, I need to rerun this again and again to achieve the statistical significance. So now let me select GPT-J and see what outputs can it generate. Again, do note that GPT-J is 30 times smaller than that of GPT-3, and it comes with only 6 billion parameters versus 175 billion parameters of GPT-3. And there you go. The answer is gibberish. So let me generate once again. And there you go. It has generated a lot of content. The content is really good and really long, but it took around 20 seconds for it to generate the content because GPT-J is hosted on Riku's server, and the server may be busy due to the fact that they launched recently. But when it comes to the outputs, you can get more control over the outputs by making use of preset prompts. So for example, if you're generating awesome blog intros, you can load the preset template. So this preset contains the solved examples of certain prompts like blog title, blog description. For these two, this would be the introduction. For this title and this description, this would be the introduction. These are some of the successful examples that you want AI to learn and generate subsequent outputs based on it, right? So for example, let me go down and let me enter in blog title and blog description of 5 on-page SEO strategies for SEO. Now I can generate, so that the AI will generate me a blog introduction for this blog title and blog description by learning from the previous examples. Let me generate. There you go. It took around 4 to 5 seconds. When you're doing SEO, you're optimizing the text on your site for search engines to determine the content you have. You're linking to other pages, and this blog will over strategies for on-page SEO. Alright, this is good. I can maybe regenerate once again. Many more businesses choosing to use blogs as a means. Okay, this is the definition of blogging. In this blog, I will outline the importance of on-page SEO and the best strategies for optimizing your blog for search engines. Okay, that's pretty good. Again, I can consider tweaking these introductions here. Maybe I can copy some successful introductions that Derek Halburn uses in Social Triggers blog, right? Because the quality of the initial examples will largely determine the output that the AI generates. So there are some really good templates or the presets by the community that you can search for by the name here. For example, when it comes to blogging, you can enter in blog, and these are all the community presets that are there. Or else you can search by technology. Say if you want to search for OpenAI based blog, but this filter is not being applied here, right? That is a bug that they need to fix when I'm selecting any of these engines here. So blog like Seth Godin, full blog writer. So there are many templates here, or the presets. So you can see blog like Seth Godin. So I can just enter in the subject, say don't multitask for productivity, right? And select how many outputs to generate, right? So it will generate a small blog post like Seth Godin based on the multitasking myth for productivity. Multitasking is often thought to be a productivity booster, but research shows it actually makes us less productive. Yeah, this is a classic one, right? So this blog post is really short and to the point and concise and succinct. Like it's just imitating the style of Seth Godin. How it came to know about the writing style of Seth Godin? It's because if I drill in deep, here are some solved examples that the creator of this template has provided. Blog like Seth Godin, in and out. This is it. Limitless. This is it. The thing about the gold rush. This is the content, right? So now AI is primed in such a way that it provides output that is congruent with this style of explanation and with this, right? And each of these examples are separated with a stop sequence that is triple hashes. Again, you can just edit this out, but triple hashes would be like a standard. So you can maybe tweak this particular preset with your own and create a new preset, right? You can just save this as a prompt or export this as a code. If you're familiar with curl and Python, you can do that. So all the prompts that you save can be saved as new and it will be present under my prompts, and you can selectively make them public and wait for the approval. Now comes the real interesting part, that is prompt chaining, right? So you may sometimes want to enter in one prompt and let AI generate multiple outputs using different presets, or you want to feed the output of one prompt as an input to another prompt and let the chain continue, right? So there are two types of prompt chaining here. Static prompt chaining, it says static prompt chaining is when you want to use the same input for all the prompts in the series. If you choose the first prompt with two inputs, all following prompts must also have two inputs. Sequential prompt chaining is much more powerful, wherein every output of the query will be fed into the next input, right? This means that after the first prompt, every prompt must have the single input only, because the output of a prompt will have single output, and that is the same output that will be fed to the next prompt's input, right? That's why you need to have only single input for the subsequent prompts in the chain. So again, let me give you a demonstration on this. Say for example, Amazon product listing, right? And I can have a static prompt chaining wherein I will be supplying the product title and the description, and it will generate a lot of different marketing copies for my Amazon product. So let me choose prompts to chain. This is a static prompt chaining, and here there is no search option for me to search the community templates. So I can type in Command F and just search for something like product. So I can select this product description. I can confirm this choice, and the next preset in this prompt chain would be what? Amazon bullet points. Alright, so let me select this, and I can add third prompt, fourth prompt, and up to 5 prompts. So I can chain 5 different prompts. For now, let me save this prompt chain, and now you can see Amazon product listing, the prompt chain has been created. So let me click on this, and now it's asking me what is the product called. So let me type in active noise cancelling Bose active noise cancelling headphone, right? Bose. All right, so this would be the description of the product. Again, you need to refine and add in more factual things to this description so that AI will generate more refined outputs. So execute prompt chain. It may take a while depending upon how long your chain is. There you go. So product description, so this is one preset and this is another preset. So these are the two outputs generated by the two presets that I've chained. What if you have an uber long commute? How can you guarantee that you will be alert and focused throughout the commute? With the Bose active noise cancelling headphones, you can, equipped with advanced Bose ANC technology, these headphones block out ambient noise so that you can concentrate on your music, unlike other headphones. There you go. This is a really good output that will be further refined. And these are all the bullet points, feature bullet points. Ideal for traveling. The compact wireless headset has a sleek foldable design and features. Near field communication, has seamless pairing and switching on your mobile device. Seamless communication. Again, you need to fact check whether all these feature rich bullet points are indeed accurate, because GPT-3 as of now lacks when it comes to factual accuracy. And now this time let me create a sequential prompt chain where output of the first prompt will serve as input for the next prompt. So you can chain up to 5 different presets or the prompts, right? So let me make this as random blog post generator. Wait, product random blog post generator, where you just need to enter in the product name and it will generate a random blog post regarding that product. So how cool is that, right? So again, like, you can chain the prompts, the custom prompts that you create as well, or else you can choose any of these community presets and chain these prompts together, right? So let me select blog ideas from a product. First, we need to have a blog idea to generate random blog posts, and then we need a full blog writer to write about that topic, right? And let me continue with 2 prompts only, right? Now this is the one that I created. Now here I just need to enter in the product that I'm interested in writing about, say SEMrush. There you go. So this is the description of SEMrush. This is about SEMrush as a product. Now it will auto generate some blog post ideas about this product with this detail, and then those blog post ideas will be further fed to this full blog post writing preset that I've chained, and it will automatically write a full blog post on the topic that the first prompt fed it. There you go, or the output is now generated. So the first preset generated this title, how to use SEMrush to optimize your SEO, a blog post on how to use SEMrush to optimize your SEO campaign. That's pretty good. And this is the output by this preset that spitted out the entire blog post here. That is a mini blog post. SEMrush is one of the newest tools in the market and it's quietly gaining momentum. It is not only an invaluable tool for SEO but also for PPC campaigns. That's pretty good. That is factually correct. In a nutshell, it is a tool which allows you to compare the top keywords which are being used by your competition. These top keywords are your opportunity to beat the competition in search. It is ideal. Why use answer? Okay, that's pretty good. SEO campaign, competitive strength. Again, you need to fact check the content generated by the AI. All right, so let me go back to the API settings. As of now, these are the AI models that are supported, but according to their roadmap, they are looking to integrate with Wudio 2.0. That is a Chinese-based GPT-3-like model that comes with 1.75 trillion parameters. That is almost like 10 times that of GPT-3. Right? So they will be integrating with that, and also they will be rolling out an update in the next 2 to 3 weeks wherein you will be able to fine-tune any of these AI models right inside of Riku.AI. What do you mean by fine-tuning? Fine-tuning is like, training the AI to perform well in certain domain or the niche that you're dealing with. For example, Jasper or Jarvis AI is fine-tuned for copywriting. Right. So suppose if you are into a legal or professional kind of writing, then you can fine tune or train these AI models to excel well in that legal niche. Well, that fine tuning control will be there for you inside Riku.AI. That is a biggest strength, right? For example, with Jarvis AI, it is already primed or fine-tuned for copywriting content, and you can't change that fine-tunings to some other niche, right? But with Riku.AI, that will be possible. Like Riku.AI gives you a lot of flexibility over the controls that these AI models has got to offer you. They have not hidden any of the controls that OpenAI inherently provides you, like that of Jasper AI, Peppertype, or any other AI that are marketed for the masses. But the learning curve with Riku.AI is pretty high because the quality of the output that you generate will be largely dependent on how you alter some values like temperature, top P, frequency penalty, and many more settings. And also UX can be improved a bit so that even a non-techie can easily wrap their heads around. You will be dependent on only the commands similar to that of Shortly AI because there are not much template for you to use, and also it's lacking some quick access features like rewrite, expand, shorten that tools like Writer comes with. Overall, this is a really unique tool. For me, it is a complementary tool to Jasper or Peppertype that I'm already using. For most of the people, you can treat this as a complementary tool than trying to replace the well-refined or mass market tools. Again, if you're interested in exploring more about this deal, feel free to make use of my affiliate link, that is akshay.it/Riku.AI. I will end up earning some commission out of your purchase without any additional cost for you. If you're interested in more reviews related to GPT-3 based AI content writing tools, refer the videos here. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comments, and if you have liked this video, just hit that like button, do subscribe, and I'm out.